Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia, and I'm going to start off this video with an announcement. So my announcement is that I am finally, officially kicking off the Christmas season. Yes, I know I've been dragging my feet about this, and I know that everybody else is already well into their Christmas cups, and I, have been kind of putting that off. So Saturday, I'm airing my first Christmas tumbler tutorial, and the theme is ugly sweater. And I am wearing my ugly sweater, but I am covering it, most of it, so you don't see, because I want it to be a surprise. And the reason why I want it to be a surprise is because I have challenged 7 other tumbler makers, and I'm going to read their names, and I'm not going to give you their full names, and I promise I will be listing down in the description their full names and their YouTube channels. I'll be linking their YouTube channels. But I challenged Taylor, Courtney, Leisha, Mal, Erica, Karen, and Cami to make an ugly sweater tumbler. So I challenged all of them. Let's see who comes up with the ugliest sweater tumbler. All of our videos are airing this Saturday, which is November 20th. Yes, November 20th. Sorry, I had to look at my calendar just to make sure. And I am kicking it off at 7 a.m. So clear your morning, because we are going to be bombarding you with ugly sweater tumbler tutorials. I cannot wait. This is going to be so much fun. All right, so now let me get into this week's tutorial. What I did in this week's tutorial was I did makeup brushes. So I actually used these for makeup powders. There you go. Train of thought, lost. This is not scripted. I'm just like flying by my brain. Anyway, so I went and I glittered the ends of these makeup brushes. I use them for mica, but I know that there are lots of people, and this is a magic wand. I know that a lot of people use makeup brushes on a daily. I myself use makeup brushes on a daily, and I'm probably going to be doing more of these in my own collection. But this is just a fun, easy, cute Christmas gift for mom, sister, aunt, whoever in your life wears makeup. You can buy cute sets on Amazon for really inexpensive, and go ahead and glitter them, bling them out to your heart's desire, to whatever favorite color the person you're giving it to. So just a cute, fun idea. It's going to be just a shorty, because it's much like doing a glitter pen, only you're doing it on a makeup brush. So if you're interested to see how I did this, stick around, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so I am going to prep these. Normally, if I wanted to paint them or glitter them a different color, I would spray paint these, tape them off and spray paint them. But I am going to do gold and white, so I am just going to tape off the metal part that goes up to the brush. This is optional. You can go all the way up to the brush if you want. I chose not to, because I like the silver and the gold before, the actual brush part. So I am going to tape them off with blue painter's tape. I am not going to do anything. I'm not going to sand them. I'm not going to do anything, but normally you could sand them and you could spray paint them. So I am going to apply my glitter using epoxy. You can use whatever epoxy you want. You can use your quick set, or you can use your long set, whatever. It doesn't really matter. You could probably even use UV resin. I did not. I was doing this late at night, as I always do. So I used my overnight epoxy, and I just spread a very thin layer on with my finger. And with this one, I am glittering. I'm using 2 different glitters that I blended together. So I'm using Diamond Dust and Gold Rush. And I did like 1 scoop of each and just mix them up, because I really wanted like a gold and white and silver. And so it came out to be exactly the way I want it. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on my brush. And then I am going to let it hang dry until the morning. And then it will be ready to seal with, whatever you want to seal with. So if you want to seal with Rust-Oleum's 2-time gloss, you can. I've been really liking Krylon Triple Thick lately, so that's what I'll seal it with. And then it will be ready for 1 coat of epoxy. Make sure as soon as you're done glittering that you take that tape off, because if you leave that tape on, then you will have epoxied your tape to your brush, which you certainly don't want. I'm sure most of you know that, but I just like to throw that in there as a reminder for any newbies who don't know that you should be taking that tape off right away, because that's a hard lesson to learn, and very difficult to get that off once it's been sealed. So now I'm just going to come in with my second brush, which I'm not prepping either. In retrospect, I probably could have sanded it, but I'm applying my glitter using the epoxy method. And I'm just going to use Gold Rush straight on it. I'm not mixing Gold Rush with anything. I want a really nice gold. I want this to be like all gold. So that's the look I'm going for. Of course, like I said, you can use any color glitter that you want. And I chose to use a fine glitter because I find that chunky glitters are kind of difficult on a small rounded surface like this. So rather than fight with it, because it's going to take several layers, I chose to go with a finer glitter. So I removed that tape, and I will be ready to seal and epoxy in the morning. So these are dry. They've been, sitting overnight. And so now I'm applying my tape again. And what I did was I applied it just below the glitter line, so that now I'm going to apply my glitter just using my finger over. And I've also sealed it. So I did one coat of Krylon Triple Thick. And then I let it dry for an hour. Now I'm coming in with my epoxy. And so I'm just applying it with my finger. And I'm, going all the way to the tape line. So the idea is to get it over the glitter and then get the epoxy to go just a hair over the glitter and seal itself to the brush. So I'm just going to show you this one. I'm not going to show you both. And then I'm going to put this on the turner for 8 hours. And you can, don't forget to torch too to get any bubbles out. Oh, and just another reminder, make sure that once you do your epoxy, you take that tape off. I guess I'm a little paranoid about that. All right, okie dokie. So these have been turning for 8 hours, and they're nice and dry. The gold one came out really, really smooth, but for some reason, the white and gold one needs a sanding, because I decided I'm going to put a decal on it. I'm going to put a magic wand on there. Really doing it for the purpose of showing you that you can do that. So I gave it a quick sanding, wiped it down with my 91% alcohol to make sure it's nice and smooth. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this decal on. It's, a small decal, so, it was a pain in the butt to weed. And the eye got stuck on to the vinyl, so I'm going to put that on after I get this on. And then the little dot, like in the G, was stuck on there, so I just weeded it after I got it on the wand. So sometimes it's just easier to do that when you're dealing with a small font or a small, design or decal or something like that. So I get that on there, and I am not going to do anything to seal it, and I am going to, tape it up, put a coat of epoxy on it. Don't forget to torch your epoxy. And then I am going to let this turn overnight or for 8 to 12 hours. Check it to see if it needs another coat. And that's going to be it. So I'm not going to do anything else to the gold one because that's nice and smooth. So that is it for this, guys. Like, that's so easy peasy. All right, so this took one coat of epoxy and these are done. I love the way they came out. Thank you all, guys, for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to share, comment. I love to hear your feedback. You can also follow me on Facebook or Instagram, so check those out. They are all linked in my description. And that is it for this tutorial, guys. I will see you all next time. Bye.